Hi, welcome. Welcome to tonight's stream. Happy Thanksgiving to all my US friends. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm struggling with ActiveBox CTFs again tonight, and let's see how it goes. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And yeah, if there's anything that you don't understand or you need clarification on, please feel free to ask questions. Let me just check. Everything looks good. Rocking the America today. Let's see. Going to my screen. Okay. So tonight, I wanted to quickly just touch on one of the machines we did last week. There's a technique that I think is pretty interesting that wasn't really working for us, and that's where you would pipe traffic through burp. So if I go through the retired machines, the ones that we've done so far, let's see, just filter on complete. Yes. Okay. So we've done Shocker. That's the one that we did last week. That's the one that had the shell shock vulnerability that actually works through HTTP. And that's the one that I want to quickly just run over. I'll just refresh, just see my connections up with HaxrByte, Shocker, and those four. So this is the list that we're following. I'm using Notion just to take notes. I want you to get used to taking notes. If you want to become a penetration tester, that is something that you need to get used to, is taking notes all the time. Not to just makes your life easier when you have to write a report, which is definitely something that the client wants or needs. That's the only metric or only thing that they're really interested in, and it just makes your life a lot easier from a penetration testing point of view if you have good notes. Just want to do a quick technical check, see if everything is working. Everything is looking good. Double check. Just refreshing everything. Is everything coming through fine? Looks like it. Okay. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. So, okay. So the list that we're following, initially we started with lame, active, and there was a problem with Shocker didn't start properly, so we had to do grandpa that week, and last week we did Shocker, which had the shell shock. So 4 boxes. So I just want to quickly revisit Shocker. So let's go there and start the machine up. Okay, let's wait for the machine to spawn. Connected to, yes, VPN is working. So we want to go to Shocker. This. Let's look back at while the machine is starting up. In Shocker. So in Shocker, we had this web page that we could see, And then this is what we tried to do. We wanted to pipe the HTTP shell shock script from nmap. We wanted to pipe through to through burp and just see if we could do that. And there was like something wasn't working correctly. I just wanted to show you. I just had a quick look, and there's a setting that I initially didn't check. Wasn't sure if I've done it while we were streaming last week, but I just wanted to make sure because I thought it was quite a valuable little trick to be aware of from a CTF point of view, as well as if you want to do pen testing later on. Let's just get everything started. Let's get burp started while we wait for the machine to become alive, and then I'll explain in a bit more detail. Okay. Let's see if the machine is up yet. Okay, yes, we've got our IP address. Let's see. We can ping that. Ping. Yes, that looks good. Sudo vi etc hosts, and then we're gonna go shocker. So the easiest way in vi is to do small c, small I, capital W, and that will completely change the word, and then you can just paste in the new IP address, and that will give us the ability to then ping the name. Akbar, oh, can't spell. Shocker. There we go. And this is a good habit to get into, just because you know, it's editing the host file is a very crucial step, especially if you're hacking Windows Kerberos machines. That relies quite heavily on DNS, but it's good practice nonetheless. Just to make sure that you add that entry, and just to make sure that you know that the etc host file does. Okay. So let's set up. I believe the website. Shocker hack the box. So that was HTTP. Then just Shocker hack the box, and that's the file, or that's the page that we got. And we wanted to run it through burp. So if we push it through burp, we need to make sure that the proxy is set up. So by default, the proxy is set up on the local machine listening on 8080. So in order for us to push it through burp like the normal way, you would add an entry in your browser. Now you can use something like Foxy Proxy. I'm not sure if I've got that installed, but I'm not going to play with that now. I just want to add a manual entry to push it through the proxy. It will be at the very bottom, settings. So there I'm telling all the traffic will go to port 8080, and this is where burp is listening on the local the loopback IP address on port 8080. So it's pushing everything through there, and we can test that very quickly. So we can still access the page. So if we turn intercept on now, burp that's probably the things that it's most well known for is the interception. So if I go to the site, it won't load the page. It will load the page. Loading the page. 8080. This is working. Let's see. I didn't press the refresh. Okay, no. Is burp catching it? Another thing that's nice with the new burp, if you don't want to mess with your browser, it comes with a browser that you can open up. That's quite handy as well. And if we go HTTP shocker.hackthebox, so that's the same page. Interception is on though. Okay, it's pushing it through burp. Intercept. Why is it not intercepting? Intercept on. Intercept off. Intercept off. No. Intercept needs to be on. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. So now it's intercepting the communication between the browser and the website or the box. I don't want to keep it on. Sorry. And then just forward. So let me prove this. HTTP shocker.hackthebox. Why? Okay. Forward. Okay, now it's catching it. Okay, what I wanted to show you is how do you push Nmap traffic through burp. Let me just see if this works now. Yes, now it's also catching it from Firefox. So we just need to add another proxy. So what we do is we add proxy, and we're gonna just gonna do a different binding. Oh no, we're gonna do. It's using 8080 at the moment, so 8081, and then. So I think this is maybe what we missed last week was the request handling. So we need to push it to the HaxrByte machine just to make sure, because it's coming from Nmap. So if I copy that, IP address, what it needs to do. Not copy. Copy. Doesn't like that. See if we can do it this way. Add. So 80, 81, request handling. 10.129.142.39, and then we want to push it to port 80 because that's where it is. And now you can see it's listening on, burp is listening on 8081, and it's redirecting the traffic to the actual machine, and it's pushing it to port 80. So in theory, if we try the Nmap, just going to grab the Nmap that we wanted to do here. This was the actual command that we tried. Now, that intercept on. Okay, that's going too fast. Let's try again. Oh, that. So what I did here is I'm scanning to port 80, which So I'm scanning the port directly. So what I need to do is I need to scan to the local port .0.0.1, and I need to scan port 8081 because that's where Burp's listening. So this will push the traffic to Burp. Burp will then handle it and push it to the box. So let's see if it will intercept that now. Ah, now it's catching it. So if I do forward, so this is the actual attack it was doing. This is what the nmap script is doing. It's pushing those echoes. So if I go forward, it should pick up that it's vulnerable now. Let's see. Maybe not fast enough, but it was pushing that that through Burp now, as you saw. Just a quick. This is going straight to the box. If I run the nmap command here, it's open, and then this runs to Burp, and Burp pushes it to the box. It will actually hang there until I can now manipulate this. So I'm free to, for example, I can edit I can do ls there, and then forward that. I can push that to, in this case, where is it now? Proxy, intercept, forward. Okay. Anyways, I think that's a very handy thing to be aware of, is in Burp, this proxy redirect function that it's got. It can be quite handy if you want to use Burp to intercept traffic. Any questions from anyone? Okay, if there's no questions, let's go back to today's. Let's see what's on the cards for today. Go ahead and stop shocker. We don't need that one anymore. Okay, taking long to stop. What? I forgot the proxy on, and I've turned Burp off. There we go. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. Refresh. Did it actually stop it now? Retired. Shocker, it's still active. Stop. Wasn't actually running the command because Burp never. Okay. So let's see. So swag shop might be next. Networked, granny, legacy. Granny, I wonder if that's any relation to grandpa. Might be. It would be nice to do a Windows box today. I feel like I want to do one of these two, either granny or legacy. What do you guys think? Which one do you prefer? Leaning towards legacy. Granny might be a good one. Any preference? Do you guys have any preference in the chat? Leave a comment. Pretty quiet tonight. I guess everybody's having Thanksgiving dinner. Or they've probably been eating all day. Anything, I think let's go for Granny. Let's go for Granny. Granny machines. Retired. Machine. Granny. Come on, Granny. Okay, it's a Windows box. Granny was released in 2017. Yeah, let's go for it. Adventure mode, spawn. Okay, so Granny, make directory Granny. Granny. All this spawning the box. Okay, it's up and running. Copy the IP address. Let's see if we can ping that. Press the correct button. There we go. Okay, looks good. Let's go put it in the host file. Okay, small o for next line insert. We'll put the IP address tab granny.hackthebox. Escape colon, write the file and then quit. Ping granny.hackthebox. Okay, that is working. So next would be to do a port scan, but just want to make sure we're going to take some notes here. Open it up. Go. Okay. So first things first on the CTF is once you establish that it's up and running, is to do a port scan. Okay. Let's do port scan. Port scan. Okay. IP address. This is the IP address. So for the port scan, I like using RustScan just because it's fast. It can scan all 65,000 plus ports in seconds. So the way you do that is you do RustScan -a, then the IP address. We can use the name granny.hackthebox, and then every open port that RustScan finds, it will then push over to Nmap. Now, the way you do that is in the syntax you go --. That's where it pushes it to Nmap. And then what I'd like to do is small s, big C. That will tell all the ports that's open, it will push it over to Nmap. Nmap will run all the default scripts against that port. So for example, if it sees port 80 running HTTP, it will then run the default scripts for Nmap against port 80, looking for vulnerabilities, or it's called NSC scripts, and it will fire them as it sees them. So I also use capital V, which will enumerate the servers on that port. So say, for example, port 80 again runs HTTP. It will try and enumerate or look for the banner, and it will see if it runs Apache or some other kind of web server, IIS, Microsoft IIS web server, whatever the case is. And then I also like to do, and this is best practice, or just I guess like a hobby, or in the habit of being a pen tester, you always pipe it to an output file. So that's small o, big A. What the big A does, if you say you can do small o, big N, then it will output it in the format of Nmap native. And if you go OG, G will be greppable Nmap, and that will put the file extension of Gnmap. Then you can also do X. X will give XML output. Whereas what A does, it will do all three of those, and will give you three different files, three different output files, which I like to do because it's just a habit I have. But let's say granny. Okay, Rascan is off to the races, and we've got port 80 open already. Just keep an eye on the chat. If there's any questions, let me know. Just port 80. Just port 80. Oh, okay, that was quick. I wanted to copy this. Copy. So that's open. So it piped everything. This is Shocker. Let's close that. Granny. Okay, so it piped everything over to Nmap already. It started scanning. Oh wow, this looks very similar to Grandpa. Grandpa also had like numerous methods open. Let's take a copy of this for notes. I'll go through that. Copy and paste. Okay. So port 80 is open. It found HTTP service listening on port 80, and the version is Microsoft IIS HTTP 6.0, which, if I'm not mistaken, is very similar again to Grandpa. And all these methods, normally you don't see this available on web servers. Typically you only have get or post. It's rarely that you have these. Doesn't tell us much more. It says Windows and IIS 6. Okay, so only one port, 80 HTTP on port 80. Okay, so let's browse it. Granny, sorry, http://granny.hackthebox under construction. That is the default page. That is the default page. Okay, just 1 second. let's just, so that's the default page. Let's take a quick sip of water. So the source, there won't be any source. The source, this will be typically, this is pretty typical. I don't think this is very, this is the default. Let's take a copy. Let's take notes of everything. Paste. Another thing is just maybe take a screenshot. This is something we can typically put in a report. Obviously it's not very interesting from a exploitation point of view, but this is definitely something we can put in. Let's see. Flame shot. Flame shot's running. Flame shot is ready. Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay, got a screenshot. There we go. So something that Grandpa taught me or reminded me of is a good friend of ours that we use for websites is nuclei. So typically if you see a web port open, you'll probably look for directories, or you'll start brute forcing directories or files. Not a bad idea to start with nuclei. Now I'm working on a cheat sheet for you guys that I'll release soon, and it's here. I just want to just makes it handy to keep that open. Nuclei, where is nuclei? There we go. So nuclei minus u and then the target. Pretty easy. Let's just get back to our notes. Just want to open 2 tabs with that, and then we are doing granny. Let's start with nuclei. Okay, so nuclei minus u, and then that is granny dot hack the box. So nuclei is a tool that was very well known in the bug bounty world. It's known for scanning very quickly and looking for a lot of things very fast. As you can see, it loaded 8,794 templates that it's scanning for, but it does like a sort of like a fingerprint, and then it doesn't run everything. So only the applicable template it will then run against that, and that's 1,837. We've already got something interesting, and that is a text file. Let's see, what is this? CVE Copy while we wait. CVE. That's, what is this? Incorrect access control vulnerability. It's an exploit that is known. All scan. Is there something in exploit DB? Arbitrary file upload. That is interesting. Let's take this for notes. Okay, we can look at that. See what else nuclei have for us. So it's looking at, found like a text file. Copy. See if we can go there, if you can browse there. No. Didn't copy it properly. Come on. Copy. Paste and go. Okay, it found a text file with the vulnerability CVE in there. Is this like a hint, or is that like a proper rabbit hole? Let's take this for our notes. Let's see. Take this for the notes. Paste. Paste. That's interesting. Please feel free to ask any questions if you have. What is this? Testing put. Okay, so it found the. Okay, so the put method is enabled. Potentially we could place a, I guess, a web shell on there. Let's see if we can. And see if we can. There's another CV, and obviously it's a problem that it's got these. Let's just copy the whole. Let's copy everything. Nuclei. Come on. Not looking. Let's do it piece by piece. So the teamworks copy. Copy. We only need the interesting parts anyway. That. As well as that. Okay. Okay, that was a problem, and then there's some files. Short names detected. Okay, so it's got it looks like it's got ASSPX files on there, which makes sense because it's a Windows machine that's running IS. So that's good to know. So we can do, if we do the brute force, we can include ASSPX files. We'll do that next. I'm gonna copy these. This is a good habit to get into. Just copy everything, and also for CTFs, because then you can always look at your notes again. Okay, and yeah, it picked it up as Microsoft IIS 6.0, so that's another thing we can look at. So let's do a quick. Let me go to this. Browse to this. Okay. Some code. I wonder if that means something. We can try that now. Screenshot. Okay, that's interesting. What did I need to fix that screenshot? I need to grab that file name. Okay. Okay, good stuff. I'm curious to see if that is something. Let's try. I wonder if we just Google for it. Will that tell us? Will that tell us? Will that tell us something? Will that tell us? Let's do that. Let's just copy that. No. CyberChef. CyberChef. That's white. Paste. Base 64. No. MD5. Oh, it's too white. We'll look at that now. So there's another critical that we need to look at. So this one was object file upload, and then paste, exploit DB. This is the same vulnerability that we saw with Grandpa. And I believe there was like a tool that we ran called dev test, perhaps. Let's see. Dev test. It's dev test URL HTTP granny.hackthebox. Didn't like that. Did it not? Didn't like that. Oh, there we go. Wow. Put files. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Can I copy this? No. Can I copy this? Was that copy? Dev test. No, didn't copy it. Why is Tmox not playing with me nicely? That is copy mode. No. On the bottom. Let's see, session, new tab. Granny. See, there's the files that I was talking about, that nmap, the gnmap, mmap, and xml. Div test -h. Dev test -h. So that's URL HTTP granny.hackthebox. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Hi, welcome. Any questions? Anyone? Feel free to ask any questions. Okay, now we can look at this. This is crazy. Creating a directory. Did it create this? See if we can get there. That'll be cool. Paste. Oh wow, it created the folder. The dev test created the folder, so we can pretty much, and we can access it just like we want. So definitely we can upload a shell. And I think we saw some, was it? It says ASSPX files failed. couldn't send them. But those are the files we saw. That is strange. Can we exploit this vulnerability? So this is what we used in Grandpa. So let's look at Grandpa. So Grandpa, see, we had the same under construction there. We'll do the scan web dev test we did, and then we found it was exploitable, and we used the Metasploit framework to get a shell, which we can do now as well. We can try that. Let's first, so many things to try at the same time. Let's first do a directory scan, see if there's any interesting folders that it's adding that will give us, maybe a bit more options. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, okay. Back to my cheat sheet. Back to the cheat sheet. I like GoBuster. For Fuff is nice. Let's do GoBuster, whatever. Let's do for Fuff. It's already got ASSPX. I'm just going to take the PHP out because there's definitely no PHP. Did I copy? Copy. Oh. Copy. There we go. Yeah, that. Paste. Okay. So we'll take this out. I remember you don't need these dots. No, we don't need PHP. And then we're gonna do granny. Granny dot hack the box. Okay, that's running. Okay, we'll remember that one. Dev test HTB. So we're running for FAF now. Did I break my... It's in some... Ah, there we go. Some funny mode. Off. Okay, that's the command that we ran. Obviously didn't copy that properly. Oh, I did. I did copy that properly. Okay. Spelling mistake for FAF. Okay. Any questions, guys? I feel like I'm covering a lot. I don't want to lose anyone. Okay, images. This is like a deja vu box. So similar to grandpa. I guess grandpa. Let's take us. Just want to take a sip of water quickly. Okay, if FUF is still running, from what I remember, it didn't play nicely with us last week. Well, not last week, the week before. There's so many other things. Let's look at what shell we're gonna upload, or that we can try and upload. So it's there's two extensions, TXT and HTML. I wonder if there's a way to upload a text file and then to, I guess, run it as something else. What bothers me is this, because that's what you need to run a shell on Windows. PHP a bit easier, but that's what you normally need for Windows. Okay. Let's see what shells. Well, we don't have to worry about shells too much. I mean, if Metasploit will work for us, we can always do that. MSF console. Yeah, 100% correct. Welcome. I'm from South Africa, yes. Good ear for the accent. Where are you from? Okay, so we looked at, I think it was this one. This is the exploit. So we can always fire this one and then see if it works. So that's the exploit that we used last time. U0. Oh, Angola, nice. Nice. Welcome. It's very close, yes. Very, very close. If you have any questions, please feel free to jump in. We are doing capture the flag challenges on Hack the Box. Trying to get better at capture the flags. I'm a penetration tester by day. By night I hack boxes. Yeah, so by day I do pen testing. I've been doing pen testing now for for a very long time, and I guess recently realized that CTF challenges is not something I've actually developed a lot. So using this opportunity to get better at CTFs while showing some tradecraft and sharing some knowledge. If people want to jump into pen testing, this is a good place to do. You get the hands-on experience on Hack the Box, and then some skills. Even though I guess Hack the Box challenges is very different to real life pen testing, but there's a lot of overlap in terms of skills and apps that you use and that type of thing. But I made a video recently where I explained that it's sort of like different parts of the brain where Hack the Box is a bit more creativity and chaos versus pen testing. That's very much more methodical and process. But it's on not neighbor exactly. Angola is not a neighbor to South Africa, but it's in the same continent, so yeah, it's fine. It's like the same neighborhood. Okay, let's see. So for hosts, so we set the R hosts, granny.hackthebox, and the reverse shell, we need to put our VPN IP address, which is up here. I've got a little script that tells me that. So what I can do is set on 0, that's just using the interface name. And yeah, I need to say lhosts. Is it lhosts? lhost. lhost options, and then it should pull the correct IP address. Okay. So come on, it's stuck. Just stuck for a bit. Come, maybe I should kill. I did kill Burp. Yeah, thought maybe Burp was taking a lot of resources, but doesn't look like it. Let's keep on doing that. Console. Okay, just keeping a note on that. So let's see if that works. Exploit. Right. Okay. Trying the path length. Sending stage. Yes! Got a session. Grace One had interesting challenge about a week to go. Okay. Is that another streamer? Not familiar. Grace One. I'll make a note of that. Thanks. So guys, we got shell. We got a shell. I'm actually surprised that worked. I'm surprised that worked. Oh, nice. Yeah, AI is fun. Playing with AI is fun. Oh, I see this ad. Let me hold off this. Let me copy this. Doesn't want to copy. Did I lose my mouse? I think I might have lost my mouse now, but yeah, I think now you're going, yes, well, I've got access to the box now. Now I'm going actually for vertical movement. Lateral movement is, I guess, well, it could be lateral movement. You're right. If I move to another host or another user, then yes, lateral movement first, but I'm ultimately trying to move vertically, which is escalating my privileges to root. I don't know if you're familiar with HaxrByte. You probably are, but you normally get a user flag first, and then you need to escalate your privileges to get like the root flag, and then you put them in here. Where's that? You put them in here. Let's check on that. I had another session. Private. That's another folder we can delve into, but I guess let's carry on with this. Why is my mouse not working here? Why is this? Come on. Anyways, we've got a shell, so we can do shell. Okay, so we are VMware. Where this machine that I'm hacking from is running on. It's not running on VMware, but it runs on it's a virtual machine. Yes, it's Kali. It's the Kali. It's a Kali virtual machine, but it's not running on VMware. But it could be. Oh, you mean that's why I'm having trouble copying? It should be fine. Oh, what happened there? It's Kali on parallels. Okay. I'm gonna stop that because that's not helping. I saw a private there though. What is this? Is this fs? No, this is status. It's not the file size. Anyway, I'll look at that. Let's make a note. Let's make a note of that. So that's granny HaxrByte underscore private. No. The HTTP granny dot HaxrByte slash underscore private. Okay, that's strange. I don't want to lose that one, but let's copy this. Copy. We'll look at that just now. I just want to delve into this session first. Yeah, I know what you mean. It was working just now. So if I do, see that it works, the scroll up and down. But, I mean the copy and copy. Let's see if it copies in this one. Yeah, maybe my mouse. That works. Why does that work? That. I don't know, but anyway, it's mainly for note taking. So, I mean, so currently, who am I? Who am I? What? Net authorities. So is it running IS as net authority? That means it's running, basically running as, now my mouse works. Interesting. Quickly copy before it stops working. Let's go. Where is it now? MSF, console. Not that we're writing a report, but this is just to, yeah, force of habit, I guess, just to. So net authority, what? That is crazy. That means net authority is almost as good as system, but I guess not as good. Let's see what we can get. Okay, so if I go change directory C, okay, I can go to the C directory. Not ls, there. Sorry, I'm in Windows. Okay, so what users do we have? So it will be documents and settings. Is it gonna allow me? Yes. There. Lucas. That's the user. Access denied. Ah. Access denied. Okay. Notion is so good for note taking. Really like it to do and pen testing like ports. Yes. So the reason why I use Notion just for the stream is because it's free, and you can access it from anywhere via web. So it's very nice to just it makes it very easy. I don't usually use Notion on client engagements. I use Obsidian, which is very close. It's also another nice one. But yeah, Notion is nice. Yeah, pen testing is you're always taking notes, so you need to keep taking notes. Okay, so we don't have access to. I'm assuming this is where the user flag will be, which we don't have access to yet. But we can run some. We can run some suggestors, and how I know this is I did a box 2 weeks ago, which was Grandpa, almost identical to this this box. Same vulnerability. For 5 didn't give me much. The web dev, it had this exploit that we actually did just now and got a session. What did we get there? And then we did some local privilege escalation things. Could we get the user flag? No. I think I copied something, but this is what I was thinking is running, not this one. It didn't say anything about that. There was this exploit suggester. I want to try that one because that will tell us if there's any local exploits that we can leverage. Now, if I go Control Z will background the channel. If I go Control C, it will kill the shell. So if I go sessions, I'm currently in the session. Background. So this is the interpreter session. So backgrounding session 1. Now if I go sessions in Metasploit, you can see I've still got with one session active. Don't you try. Pharaoh's Buster is another one that I also like. Yeah, it is nice. If I want to show you quickly my where's it now? Did I lose my cheat sheet? Yes, no. So my cheat sheet, I've got Pharaoh's Buster. Is nice. I like the Rust. Yes. For Fuff is nice. Rust is very nice. Very fast. It's very fast. I like Rust Scan. That's what I scanned the box with. That's the port scanner that I used. I also use Rust Hound. So yeah, big fan of the Rust tools. Let's see. Okay, so use. This is what I want to use. Multi-recon local exploit suggester. And this should, I should be able to run this on the session. So if I go options, like this, it tells me the session. Now I've got a session on session 1. So I can say set session to 1. Options. Just want to take notes. I'm in the wrong box here. I want to go Granny. It was in console. Let's make another one. Okay. Now this is going to look for anything that we can use to exploit. Or well, privilege escalation, but I wonder if we're jumping the gun a little bit because I don't even have proper access. Well, let's see what vulnerabilities there are. Exploit. That didn't work. Okay. So worth a shot. I guess the other thing to try would be WinPeas. But let's see. We still have that other option. We still got that other vulnerability as well. That nuclear I picked up. And then we've also got a way to put, I guess we don't need to put a file because we've got that already. We passed that step. We don't need to put a file because we've got a local, we've got a shell already. So it was this one. So this arbitrary file upload. That's the one, right? Okay, this is where you can upload a file, but I feel we already have a shell. We just need to escalate privileges. Yeah, we don't need to, I don't think we need any other folders or files at the moment, so I wonder if we should try the file that I uploaded for. Let's open this. Let's open Grandpa, so we don't have to keep coming back to it. See, I've got this progress that I'm trying to. I've got a list of boxes that I want to do on stream and learn while I do them. Let's see, Grandpa. What did I do? Why did I upload that? Let's see, was this really old? Really old vulnerability. But that gave me a session as well. And then I didn't run this, I just made a note of this. I think this was in the walkthrough that they used, but that's not working anymore. Let's try, let's see if we can upload WinPs. Let's see if I've got WinPs installed. I've got WinPs. Got WinPs. So let me SMB server, in packet SMB server, SMB server. So that was the just the share name. Share name and the path. Okay. So the share name will be like the box, and the path will be that. Yeah, I could. Let me do that. I could do that. So I just set up a SMB server to pull WinPs if I need to. I need to get back to into the session anyway. Minus I1 sessions. What else does interpreters also got a bunch of things. Let's see. So you can run hash dump get system. Get system. I doubt this will work. No, didn't think so. That would have been way too easy. Let's do info. No. Shell. Sysinfo. Sysinfo is not there. Was that right? Let's see. Is it in system 32? Bit fast. Oh, it's a bit slow. It's going through the. Yes, it's I have to run it on Windows. System info. You're right. Come on. You sure it's not? Come on. So slow. It's too many files. Hey, sis. System. Give the man a bells. Look at that. You're 100% right. 100% right. System info. Okay, cool. So Windows Server 2003. So Windows 2003. Let's copy that. Did Grandpa have a different one? Yeah, MS-08067 or I guess MS-17. MS-17 what we was checking. Eternal blue, right? We'll check now. We can scan, but SMB is not open. Is there a 2003 local exploit? Is that what you're thinking of? We'll look now. Are you thinking of the IS? No. So you're doing local. Windows 2003 local privilege escalation. Ah, SP2, that's what we have, right? No, Granny. Service pack 2. Okay. Which one is this? Ah, MS140707. Let's see if Metasploit's got that. Control Z. Yes. Background. Search. Ah, what do you know? My man. Where did I see this? This look familiar. Looks familiar, but thank you for the tip. I don't get to play with Metasploit that much anymore. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Yes, let's do it. So use 0 options. Okay, session. So we can point into a session, then we just need to make sure that it points to our machine. So set host ton 0 and set session one options. Okay, that looks good. Nice. I like it. I like I love the interaction, I have to say. It's so much nicer when someone interacts on the stream than just streaming to yourself. No offense, you know, people are welcome to just look, but yeah, I found the interaction pretty nice. So I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Okay, let's go. Let's see if this puppy works. Oh, access denied. It's probably because we're using that port, right? Set our port to something else. 5. HaxrByte. Session to run this module. Thread. I feel that should have worked. Did my session die? Still there. Let's see, show advanced. Why did it do this? It needs initial access, so it doesn't have enough access. So I guess we need to move over to the other host first. The other user. We need to let's see, something else, same thing. Okay, so let's see if we can run WinPs, if we can copy WinPs onto that box. And then we can try, once we get access as that other user, we can try and see if we can run this exploit. I1 shall temp copy 10.10.14.12. What did I make? Like the box is the share box, and it was one piece. Copy. Okay, copying. I wonder if we need to put it in that private folder. Private. Can we just upload it via put? Because remember we saw this. Grab the hash for Granny. I tried copying the file to the Windows temp directory and it told me access denied. So now I'm looking for a place where to copy the one piece. I just can't think of a safe. I need a place where you can normally put Windows files. Windows. Directory. Writable to everyone on Windows. Users public, yes. Okay, let's. guess all users. Can we put it in documents? Copy 10.10.14.12. Back the box. Mesh. One piece. I tried temp. Oh, that worked. I tried Windows temp and it told me access denied. But now this is there. Sweet. Okay, so when piece any if I can spell correctly. One piece. Okay, let's see if WinP sees something. It's taking forever. Is that hanging? Come on. What am I missing? So I need to put... See, there's that folder. I wonder where that is. You know what? Let's run Buster. Just for why not? For my friend in Angola. Let's do that. Rennie, that hit the box. It's not just hanging. Could not find the target provided. Ah, what? Hack the box. It will be very similar. Meterpreter is a pretty stable shell. I don't think it will make much difference, no. No, I don't think so. I want to try that. Well, I wonder why that suggester didn't work. That local. I feel like that should have worked. Okay. Very fast scanning. It found 6 very weird files. Wow. Okay, yeah, that didn't give us much, but it was good to do that. That's not working. Do I have, maybe I'm slowing the box down with all these channels that I'm creating. Can I see what channels are open? Anyway, let's background. Search. Gesture. Can't spell. Is there any other ones? Maybe that one's just not a happy exploit. Gesture. Single one. Show advanced. Guess. What did we do with Grandpa? We ran this exploit. So that's what did we? This is the one we got. See, this we used temp, but it gave me an error when I tried to do temp. Use exploit. Options, session. Copy image. There's no indication that this will work, but oh, there I also got network service. And then what did I do from there? Hmm? Should we just try this? Let's try it. Use the CTF box. What's gonna do? It's gonna break, right? Use that. Options. Set. Session 1. Set hull host time 0. Set hull port 4455. Exploit. Yeah, I didn't like that. Search. Use Windows. Use exploit Windows local. Yeah, yeah, well, see that I had to run that one to get networks. This is the authority I've got already. So I've got session as that already. So the IIS server is running as network service. So I don't think we need that now. CV. There's a lot. I'm probably missing something. Definitely missing something. Definitely missing something. Okay, so we've got those two CVEs, and those were this one, which gave us that session, that shell. The shell we've got now. So grandpa was, what box was this? This was Windows. I wonder what. Oh, you know what that was? I remember now. It was a vulnerability that the user had, and if it's vulnerable to that, we can try that file again. So let's sessions -i1 shell. So who am I? Priv. Okay, so it's got SE impersonation. It can impersonate. So that, I guess that will work. We should be able to impersonate another user. But is there another way? Copy selection. Windows privilege. Escalation. Paste. Did we have to use? That's that file. Let's try it. It's got that privilege. So where did we see documents and settings? There. All users, documents, there. Not that one, this one. So it was this. Copy. //10.10. So I'm copying this from my SMB server. Hack the box. This. Just copying the file. Okay, that file is there. Churrasco.exe. Okay. This box is does not have a lot of memory. So I feel pretty stuck, and I've got something that I call the ghost replay protocol. Take one folder back. Yes. Sorry. Yes. So I just want to start a timer. So well, I don't have to start a timer because I think I've been looking at this for some time. So what I typically do is, if I feel like I hit a wall, I'll look at a walkthrough just to get over that initial step. But I want to try and avoid that as much as I can. Another option would be to go to one more where other users is where you couldn't access. Oh. Okay, let's see. This one. Lucas. Can't access. So the user is Lucas. Let's copy this. Drop the file there. It won't make a difference where I can drop the file. It's just not executing. It won't make a difference if I drop it there. I'm obviously missing a step somewhere. Let's put the timer and see. Put that file there in this folder. Okay, let's try. So in this folder, so if I say copy //10.10.14.12 hack the box / file is this one. So copy that to here, paste. So I copy the file. So you can't drop the file here. Access denied. So I think that's why one piece didn't want to work. Windows exploit suggestion. Sure, that's old. That's Python. That's what we run. That's what we run with Metasploit. Let's start following the. Let's get some guidance from Hack the Box. So guided mode. How many ports? 1. Okay. Identify the methods. I don't want to do all of this. Submit the flag. So that's the user. Okay, let's go through this. Better than looking at a walkthrough. I'm always very reluctant to look at walkthroughs. Let's just map, granny in map. So the which one did I ask? It's the name of the nmap script that identifies the allowed HTTP methods. It will be this one, or HTTP web dev scan. HTTP web dev scan. Okay. Which .NET based Windows application framework is running? .NET based. OS. Six point zero. No. And the headers. Curl. How do you see headers again? The wget. Kurman's eye. Granny dot back the box. ASP.NET. Okay, let's see now. Put. Oh, nice to have a good one, man. 2010. Granny. This one. Copy. Paste. Submit. Which Metasploit reconnaissance module can we use to list previous escalation paths in operand? It's that one that doesn't work. This one. That's the step we're missing. Because that one doesn't work. So this is the previous escalation that we're missing. We can't run WebDAV. And that doesn't work, this one. It didn't work for Grandpa either. Could it be this one? Yeah, but this is to get the shell. We'll get the shell. We got there already. Why did we do it on Grandpa? I had to look at a walkthrough again. I don't know. Okay, let's just do it. I don't want to waste your time too much. I'm running out of time a little bit. I can't stream for that long tonight. Granny. So the Ghost Shell Replay Protocol is what I'm working on, and that's when you're stuck. You put a 45-minute timer, reevaluate everything, and if you're still stuck, you look at a walkthrough, but just to the point where you get yourself past that point, and then you close the walkthrough. So I got under construction. The headers we did look at. We ran GoBuster. We didn't. I can't remember if we saw that. We saw it with for FUF. Yes, we did. We got Nmap. We did DAV test, which gave us all that. Doing a manual DAV test, and then okay. So this is to do the web shell. We don't need the web shell because we've got Meterpreter. We've got a Meterpreter session. Okay, we got this already. We got access. So we got session. We just need to do privilege escalation. Now, we can't run. What did I run this as? Does it run as something else? I don't know. So this is the thing that doesn't work for us. So MS1405. 14, is that what we were looking at? Let's see. Yes. Background. Search MS14. 058. 058. Okay. So technically, suggestion is pointing to this. I don't want to look further on the walkthrough, just I don't want to give it away. But let's try this. Let's try this exploit. That's the one that we used. No. That's this. No, sorry. Options. Yes, this is a different one. Track pop-up menu. Okay. So let's do this. Set session 1, and then set ton 0. I'll host and set I'll port 4455. Options. Let's take a note of this. Oops. Granny, where are you? Okay. Exploit. Also not working. It must be. Do we run as a different user? Where's that thing? Here we go. So we get system. I picked one, someone at random. Okay. Getting errors and it doesn't work. Let's try and run through with this one. So let's try with the web shell. Where does he get? I don't know if this is going to make a difference. You can't put, okay, so Davte said you can't put ASPX files there. So Scully's got one. Okay. So let's follow this walkthrough. Let's see if this works, because I mean, this was supposed to work and we got the session and then the stuff wasn't working for us. Copy to here. To here. Okay, so we copy that. Now we upload that to the target as a text file. Let's see if we can do that. CMD. Did that not work? cmd asp.spx. Come on. Maybe my antivirus is catching it. Okay, so I can put it there. So my antivirus is just catching it. That was confusing. So let's see. So put HaxrByte granny.hackthebox. Parameters incorrect. Okay, do you have to put... Let's try the move command. Granny. Why is the files different? Destination. That's text. Okay, I don't want to, yeah, let's not play with, let's do this. Let's do an image venom, yeah baby. Because there we're still playing with the wrong thing. We're just playing with something that's not going to get a show. I just want to get this as quickly as possible because I need to run. Actually, I don't want to. I still want to finish this. Local host will be 12. Local port, sure. Haxr, will this work? Copy. Okay, it worked. So strange that the things that it's supposed to work didn't work. I wonder what's broken. Did the machine not boot up correctly? I don't have time to reboot it now, but I'll try it after the stream and I'll give you guys feedback next week and see maybe there was something funny that I missed, or I don't know why the box is not behaving. It should be behaving like should be fine. Oh, come on. Copy. Parameters incorrect. I wonder if that's the problem. Is something not doing what it's supposed to be doing? Show us net. See, that's we got the net service though. Got the net service. Something's wrong with this box, because there he says, let's see if there's another walkthrough. Seeing that we are looking at walkthroughs. Walkthroughs. The official walkthrough. Ooh. Video. Okay, scan. Search exploit, yes. WebDAV, yes. Okay, that's exactly what we did. Exploit, get UID, access denied, background, show options, migrate. So we're running as the network service, 100%. We want to be system. And this didn't work for us. Okay. Then we tried. We didn't try this, did we? That's a different one. Use. Use. Options. We did use this one. That's the one that we used first. And gave us the error. As easy as that. I guess this box is broken. Hi guys. Let me stop this. Don't need that anymore. Yeah guys, I'm gonna, it seems like it's not working out, this box. I'll do some investigation and see why this box is not playing along. I'm gonna leave the, I won't put the flags in. I'm not gonna, it's not working for us, so we're only getting up to a point. Let me do some research. I'll get back to you. Is there anybody in this chat that's still alive? Can I get a thumbs up? Anybody still alive? I just wanted to know, do you guys want me to raid? I can raid to another channel. That might be good. One thing that I did want to mention is I've I've started I'm starting a community. I've got a brand new Discord server that I want you to check out. It's HaxrByte.com/Discord. So if you want to go check that out, please you're more than welcome to. The invite link is there. Drop into the Discord, say hi, and there we can interact one-on-one. I'll put the description in the link in the description as well. But actually, no, I didn't set that up yet. So yeah, let me. Well, we can go there. So HaxrByte.com. This will open this page for you, and then I've got, like I said, a brand new Discord server which you can access. There is the invite, or if you go to HaxrByte.com/Discord, it will also take you to the same place. So yeah, leave a comment, or I guess don't leave a comment. But yeah, thank you everybody for that joined today. I know it is Thanksgiving, so it might be people might be spending time with their friends, with their family, and happy Thanksgiving again. Come join the new Discord if you want, and I'll be back next week. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It will be 7 p.m. Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Every Thursday I stream there. I'm also on YouTube, and yeah, check me out. YouTube, my channel is HaxrByte, and also I stream on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. But yeah, have a great evening, and I'll see you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.